Twinkl original, The Witches of Puddlemud Lane. Chapter 1. A new girl comes to town. Amanda Taylor was a witch. At least, that's what she told all the other kids living on the street. Some of them almost believed her. She even had a black cat called Angelo. He's not really black though, is he? Jasmine said as they sat sunning themselves on Amanda's front lawn. She sucked her ice lolly noisily. It's more sort of grey. He's black, Amanda insisted, and he's very intelligent. Look, he's listening to everything we're saying. She pointed to the fat grey cat that was wobbling along the wall in front of Jasmine and Amanda's houses. Angelo stopped to look at them. Then he gave a huge yawn and fell backwards into the strawberry patch. Anyway, Amanda said quickly, we still need to find a place for our coven to meet. Jasmine groaned and lay back in the long grass. Not this again, Amanda, she complained. You saw that secret witch film with your sister over 3 months ago. Jenny said it was rubbish. How come you're still obsessed? She saw her friend's face fall and added, I'm sure you'd make a great witch and I'm happy to help, but you haven't even told me what a coven thingy is yet. Right. Amanda flicked back her cornrow braids and put on a schoolteacher face. A coven is... Hey, look at that! Jasmine suddenly sat up and pointed across the road. A car had pulled up in front of the house opposite. Someone's moving into Mr. and Mrs. Norton's old place. Amanda shrugged. As I was saying, she began again. This time, she was interrupted by the rumble of a removal van coming down the street. It stopped across the road and 2 men got out. Amanda could see Jasmine was too interested in what was happening across the road to listen to her. She gave up and watched as the 2 men began unloading furniture and carrying it into the house. Everything was covered with thick white sheets. Wonder what they're hiding, Jasmine said mysteriously. Who? Them, Jasmine pointed to the car. A woman and a girl about their own age were getting out. The woman was tall with long black hair tied back in a loose plait. She wore a velvet plum-coloured dress that reached to the ground. Wow, Jasmine gasped. Now there's a real witch. Go and play with Cleopatra, Zelda, the woman told the girl loudly. Stay out of the way for the time being. Yes, mother, the girl sighed. She looked thin and pale. She wore a black hooded dress and a lacy white cardigan that looked like it had been knitted from spiders' cobwebs. Laced up black boots disappeared underneath her dress. Her hair was long and black too, reaching almost to the back of her knees. Amanda looked down at her own supermarket special offer shorts and t-shirt enviously. All of the pictures of witches in books she'd read showed them with long skirts billowing in the wind as they rode on broomsticks. Maybe Jasmine's right, she thought sadly. Maybe I'll never be a real witch, no matter how badly I want to be. The tall woman swept off into the house and the girl reached into the back of the car, bringing out a cat. Wow, Jasmine gasped. Now there's a real black cat. Amanda elbowed her in the ribs. Stop that. It's practically the same colour as Angelo. She was trying hard to keep the jealousy from her voice. Let's go and say hello. Jasmine stood up and pulled the daisies from her short spiky hair. What? But we don't know her. Jasmine rolled her eyes. That's because we haven't introduced ourselves yet. Come on. She pulled Amanda to her feet. Dad said I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. She could be a witch? Jasmine grinned wickedly. Let's go and find out. She grabbed Amanda's hand and dragged her across the road. The new girl turned round as they approached. She had a strange, dreamy look in her green eyes. Hi, Jasmine said, smiling brightly. This is Amanda, and I'm Jasmine, but you can call me Jazz. Everybody else does. The girl was staring at them. It was making them feel uncomfortable. The black cat in her arms hissed suddenly and they jumped back. Shh, Cleo, the girl whispered. They seem harmless. As she spoke, the girls couldn't place her accent, but could see a distant look in her eyes, making them think of faraway islands full of mystery and magic. Right. Jasmine's smile disappeared and she threw the girl a puzzled look. Harmless. That's us. The girl said no more, but now looked expectantly at the pair. Say something, Jasmine hissed to Amanda. So what's your name? Amanda said loudly. It was a pointless question, as they'd already heard the woman say her name. The girl was making her nervous, and it was all she could think of. Zelda, the girl said with a shy smile. I've just moved here with my mother. This is our cat, Cleopatra. Jasmine relaxed, her own smile returning. Amanda's got a cat too, haven't you, Amanda? It's more sort of grey than black, but he's very intelligent. He's called Angelo. The girl's eyes seemed to drift far away again. Angelo, he who is a messenger, she said dreamily. Does he have a message for me from the other world? What? Amanda demanded. The girl was starting to get on her nerves. Black cats and other worlds, who does she think she is? She thought angrily. Why don't you ask him yourself? Jasmine said, looking down. Angelo had crossed the road and was winding himself round Zelda's legs and purring. Zelda knelt down and looked into his eyes. What did you want to tell me? She asked softly. Angelo stood up on his back legs and purred into her ear. It was too much for Amanda. This is my cat. She snatched Angelo up. He twisted in her arms, trying to get away. She held him tightly as she marched off, determined not to let Angelo help Zelda win the Who's the Best Witch contest. Jasmine ran after her. What's up with you? She asked when they'd reached the bushes by the side of the house. I don't like her, Amanda said flatly. What was she talking about? That was weird. She didn't want to admit to her friend how jealous she was of the new girl. She wanted to be special, just like the teenage witches she'd seen in the film. She didn't like how ordinary Zelda made her feel. Jasmine shrugged. It probably means she's a witch. That's good, isn't it? We can ask her to join our coven, whatever that is. Amanda let go of Angelo and stamped her foot angrily. There's only room in this street for one real witch, and that's me. That's the end of Chapter 1 of The Witches of Puddlemud Lane. Full of exhilarating action and endearing moments, this story follows three girls as they embark on forming the Witches of Puddlemud Lane coven. Brought to you by Twinkl Originals, this is available as an ebook and has a full range of additional resources to support the story. Interested in physical copies? Why not check out the Twinkl Originals book club or the Twinkl store? Thanks for watching, listening and reading along today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.